Hi, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Cheyenne.
And we are
Conbini Cult.
Welcome to another episode of the podcast.
Yay!
How's
Good
it
morning.
going? Good
I'm
morning.
sleepy because, it's 11 a.m. and for us that's a little bit early. And apparently that is so late for some people, but hey.
It is. It's almost lunchtime, but we don't usually record at this hour. So
Yeah, we're night
it takes
people.
time to get here.
Yes,
I was
that's
up till
very true.
4 a.m., so...
I'm so sorry. What were you doing until then? Just preparing and writing some notes and stuff?
Yeah, that and just getting lost on Reddit.
Love your
happens.
dedication
It
and your hard
happens.
work. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people like you can't sleep unless you finish your work? Like since you were like a student, like with homework and stuff too? Or were you pretty good about like, okay, I know my limit. I will stop here because I will work better if I like wake up early and continue it in the morning or...
Occasionally, I will wake up early to finish my work, but usually I just do it at night.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust myself to wake up
That's
on
true.
time
Yeah.
to do it. So
Yeah, I kind of did that this morning a little bit too. I woke up an hour past my alarm. But that's why I set like 30 alarms, 2 hours before I actually need to wake up.
well,
But yeah,
you're here, so
I am here. Only 10 minutes late today. Sorry, on
Not
Hawaiian time. Okay.
it's not bad. Well, we've been recording a lot recently, so I don't have any life updates to share.
Nothing crazy, but we're both wearing band tees today if you're a watcher. But yeah, what is your t-shirt today? Where did you go recently to a concert?
Back in February, I saw Kehlani in concert, so I got a t-shirt
Nice.
there.
And you met her.
Yes,
right?
I did the VIP thing, so I got to meet her really quick and take a picture, and we did like a Q&A thing, though she didn't answer my question. So
What was your question?
it was kind of, well, it had to do with like human rights and stuff, because she is very vocal about that kind of stuff, so I wanted to ask about that, but maybe her team was like, maybe that's not. I don't know. Maybe it was just too complicated, because most of the questions were like, what was your favorite thing you did in Osaka? Like, have you ever been to Japan before? Do you speak other languages? Like, introductory questions. And then mine was like, human rights.
How do you feel about the economic and political state of the world right now? I see. Well, I'm glad you got to meet her. That sounds fun.
What's your shirt?
I'm wearing an Atarashi Gakko Leader shirt. I talked about it like in a previous episode when I first went back in, I think it was October of last year. But yeah, they're so good live. If you ever have a chance to see them like here in Japan or anywhere, they do like world tours and stuff now. They're
fun.
so good.
Fun.
Yeah. So I love them, and they're really like, I don't know, fun and wacky and great performers. So yeah, today we are in our band tee era, I guess.
It's comfy. It's getting warm outside, so it's good to have a big t-shirt.
Yeah, very true. Hide that sweat.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it.
Yep. Today we're going to talk about scammers. So, of course, the people on our t-shirts are not
scammers, sorry.
that we know of, but
Yeah.
just had to clarify.
So I'm sure some musicians and stuff out there scam
some
you
of them
into,
definitely are.
Well, not so much musicians because they have like money and stuff from, making music, but like YouTubers, I can assume like a lot of them have like a lot of scammy stuff, like buy their merch and whatever. But so yeah, that's our transition, I guess.
Yeah. But I just wanted to talk about, some of the scams that are out there today, because of course with the internet being such a big part of everybody's lives, all these hackers, all these identity thieves, they're always finding new ways to get you. Yeah, I wanted to talk about some of the common scams in Japan today. So some of them are more targeting the youth, some of them are more targeting the elderly. So,
those are
just
kind
get
of
into
like
a few.
the two main groups, right? Elderly, especially in Japan too. Yeah.
It's always sad. But yeah.
Okay.
So just as a starter question, do you ever get those weird messages on line or WhatsApp or text messages saying, are you looking for a job, blah blah blah?
Yeah, and I never realized like that they were like scams. I don't know, maybe I did know, but like didn't really think anything of them. But a lot of times online, I'll get like grouped into like a huge group text or something. It's like me and like, I don't know, 50 other people or something. And a lot of times, again, maybe I can't read it or I just see it and delete it, but it's like, I can't remember if it says like, are you looking for a job or whatever, but a lot of them are like, attend my seminar about like how to find like professional opportunities or whatever. Again, they're always like in Japanese, so I don't like look into the details of them.
That's like MLM vibes.
Yeah. So I get those a lot. They could be job recruitment too. And then I just see like everybody who was put into that group, they all started like leaving. And I'm like, okay, yeah, delete, block, everything. Yeah. So I have. How about you?
Yeah. I haven't gotten any this week, but yeah.
This week.
It happens sometimes.
Not today, I see. But like, yeah, occasionally they do come up. And I don't know, like.
I just block them immediately.
Yeah.
If it's a Line group, I'll leave the group and then block them.
The thing with Line, because like, if you're familiar with like, you know, Japan and like using Line, that is the main messaging service here in Japan. So it's like the WhatsApp of Japan, basically. I'm not even going to say Asia because Korea uses like Kakao Talk, and all that stuff. Yeah. But Line, it's like, okay, how do you feel about Line? Honest thoughts. Oh no.
Oops, almost dropped my computer. Yeah. I like it.
You do?
You have some beef with it?
Yes and no.
I never thought about it.
Well, I've never thought about it that hard because, you know, once I came to Japan as a university student and then again to live, it was like
part of daily life.
Yeah, it's kind of like this is what you use to message people. And I'm like, okay, cool. I like texting my friends, whatever. But like it's like convenient because it, you know, accommodates to all kinds of phones, right? Not just iPhone or Android or whatever. I know a lot of like, I have iPhone, for example. iPhone users can get pretty snobby when it comes to like, ooh, the green bubble and like texting people who have Android and whatever. Like Line doesn't really care about that. The thing with Line, though, at least compared to before, there's just so many advertisements online. Like, it's just a very busy app, and I feel like it makes it slower a lot. Like, it's still a great messaging service, you know, and you can call for free. It's all through, like, data or Wi-Fi. So it's not like it uses, you know, your minutes or what. I'm going to sound so old, but, like, you know, your text limit or whatever. But
yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of ads on there. And then, like, so in this case, because you register online using, like, an email address and then like your phone number, of course, and then so it just allows like people like this to kind of find you. I've never received like a spammy text message before, at least, like you know. And there's just like lots of things going on online sometimes where I'm like, okay, anyway, that was it. That was my main beef, was just like sometimes it's too many ads.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, about these weird messages and these weird groups, I've never clicked on anything, so I don't know what it would lead to, but it is definitely some type of scam. Yeah.
So don't click on it. If you even if you are curious, I would just say don't. Delete and block.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Anywho, so some useful words for today's topic. So sagi. Scam or fraud. And then we have
sagi-shi. So that's a scammer or a con artist. Yeah. Oh, I learned a new word. Yeah. Okay.
Sagi-shi. Yep.
Sagi-shi. Okay.
All right. So this is just a random little story, but I've been a movie extra in Japan a few times.
She's a celebrity.
I joined a modeling company, and I don't think I have the body type or whatever to do, you know, the type of modeling that you think of. But to be an extra in something, they just need ordinary people. So yeah, I've done movie extra stuff 3 times. So there was one movie that I was an extra in called Confidence Man, JP, and it's about a group of con artists.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to link the trailer because you can see me. I'm not in focus, but you can see me in the trailer.
Oh, okay. So, I want to watch it. Yeah.
Fine. I mean, we can watch it together right now really quickly.
Yeah.
I can't play the audio here because of the copyright.
Okay. Yeah, let's watch it.
Trailer break.
33 seconds.
Yeah. That's me.
Oh, fun. There you are.
In a denim jacket. There's like a person who's holding their phone trying to take a selfie, and I'm next to them in my denim jacket, so you can see that at 33 seconds.
Love that.
Yeah. So anyway,
I know a famous person.
Nobody cares. Yeah, that was fun though. So anyway, yeah, there's hackers all over the world, and Japan is no exception. So let's get into some of the scams that are popular these days.
Okay.
In Japan.
I'm excited. Let's get into it.
Okay, so the first one I have is romance sagi.
Okay.
Romance sagi.
Okay.
So we kind of, because we did an episode recently on yami baito.
Yeah.
And could you briefly explain what a yami baito is? Because that's another scam.
Right. So if you haven't seen that episode, highly recommend looking into that one. But just to put it very simply, yami baito means like a dark or a shady part-time job.
Yeah.
So those are really advertised here in Japan as like, you know, get paid the same day, no experience needed. Like all you need to do is like do a survey or, you know, carry this parcel to this like company or to this building or whatever. And so
just give us your bank information.
Yeah. So they're very shady because they ask like, you know, for your personal information without caring preparing, you know, the proper steps such as interviews, getting your resume and whatever. And unfortunately, in a lot of these extreme cases, people get trafficked into working, you know, in other countries.
Yeah.
Or, you know, maybe they're threatened, I guess, to commit like robberies and things like that too, because they have your info. So a lot of it is like based off threats, you know, in extreme cases. So yeah, that is a yami baito as a refresher. Okay.
Yes. And for a lot of the yami baito, teenagers are the targets. So they could be more, you know, scared when threatened with this kind of stuff and don't know the proper way to deal with it.
And like, especially because they're young and they're teenagers, they also just don't know that this could be a scam from the start. You know, because like the youngest victim we found at the moment is like 16 years old. There's a lot of high school students. And like, I get it if you're like at that age or and you're in high school and you're like desperate for money or, you know, who knows these days, right? People want a job. People, what is it? Like, nobody wants to work these days. Get up and work, to quote the Kardashians.
Get your ass up and work.
Yeah. Not putting blame on them. Sorry, that was just a side.
Well, no, because they did want to work. That's how they got into the scam.
So that was our Yami Baito episode.
Yeah. So we did briefly mention romance sagi in that one, but we were not 100% sure what it was. We thought, is this like the Tinder swindler? Are you trying to, you know, get close with somebody and then threaten them or ask them for money or something? And yeah, it basically is that.
Oh, okay.
Like
we're pretty on the nose then.
We talked about the Brad Pitt thing as well. Not the real Brad Pitt, but someone impersonating him. Yeah.
And like conning a woman from France out of like hundreds of thousands of dollars or something like that. So that is a very extreme romance sagi in my opinion.
Yes, I think so. So basically, to summarize it, it's, you know, like love bombing the person, gaining their affection and their trust. Then you ask them to send money or you ask for their personal info and they use that to commit fraud. Okay. So this could be in person or online or maybe a mix of both, like that Tinder dude. He wasn't in Japan, but I mean, it's a similar type of scam, con. But most of the info that I found in Japanese warned of online fraud like this. Yeah. So, yeah, there was even a notice on the National Police Agency website warning about SNS romance sagi. Okay. So, I want to read that. Yeah. If you could click the link and then Google Translate it just for ease of reading it.
Sure. Am I supposed to have an extension to do that? Am I stupid? Or you want me to just copy paste this into Google Translate?
Oh, well, you can read it on mine.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm like, I don't know what's happening there. Okay. So
it's pretty short.
This thing posted by the NPA says, invest in your future together and I need money to marry you are deceptive tactics. So this is a scam in which you meet someone through social media or a dating app, continue to communicate with them without actually meeting them in person, and develop feelings of love or closeness with them, and then have them trick you out of your money. They try to trick you into transferring money by suggesting things like raising funds for marriage and encouraging you to buy crypto assets or make fictitious investments. At first, they make it look like you have made a profit, but in reality, this is a lie. And when you try to withdraw money, you're asked to send more money. And in most cases, you're tricked out of your money repeatedly. Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah. So that is, that's alarming. Yeah. Yeah. There was also information about it on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs website. Oh, okay. So I just kind of made note of the main points. So we can kind of go through those back and forth. Sure. So they said a typical method used to date is to lie and say that the victim is a military doctor or works for the UN in conflict areas such as Yemen, and then trick the victim into giving up money for the couple's living expenses and airfare to Japan.
Oof. Okay. Another one. Recently, a new method has emerged in which the victim says that they need money to get out of a special fraud base near the Thai-Myanmar border. Oh.
Yeah. And I was wondering, is that related to Yami Baito? Because a lot of people are getting shipped out to
those areas. Yeah. Well, a lot of at least in the cases that we read about, they were like trafficked or like sent to Myanmar and then they were rescued like by the Thai Thailand, police. Yeah. So... Oh, I wonder. Yeah, that must be a connection too.
It could be. They say, if you find yourself in such a situation, do not worry or keep it to yourself. Feel free to consult with your family or other close people, the police, the Japanese embassy, or consulate general. Yeah. Yeah. Tell somebody.
Oh, man. It's tricky. It's like I mean, the world has always been scary, right? But it's like scary times we live in because not only, I'm going to sound like, I don't know, like I'm thinking way too deeply about stuff. But like, you know, before the internet and all that stuff, like you really just had to worry about like predators and like, you know, dangers in real life. And now it's, a lot of it is virtual and like
everywhere.
through SNS and everything too. So
you can't escape it.
I don't know. I just never thought I would see something that's like, be careful of SNS romance, like cons or whatever.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay. There's still more to it.
Yeah.
So, okay, scammers are not limited to single perpetrators, but often form fraud rings. And in order to make the victim believe them and send money, they may conspire to deceive them by playing the role of a friend, lawyer, airport official, etc. They may deceive them after building a relationship of trust over a year.
Oof. And by using photos posted on SNS, translation apps, AI, etc., anyone can easily impersonate someone else and create audio and video. Ooh, so true.
Deepfakes.
Yeah, so no matter how close you are to someone through chat, messages, phone calls, or video calls, there is a chance that someone other than you is impersonating them. If you have ever met them in person, if you have never met them in person, you may be deceived. Maybe being deceived. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. If you have never met them in person, you may be being deceived.
Yeah. But even if you have met them in person, you may be being deceived too. So what?
Yeah. That's true.
Also, if someone you have never met in person talks to you about money, such as financial assistance for something, be wary and do not send money immediately. Also, if you have even the slightest suspicion, do not worry or keep it to yourself. Consult with someone. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe to you listening, it sounds very obvious. Like, why would you talk about your financial information with somebody? But
I don't know. Like, technology is getting good these days. Like, do you remember? So I am a heavy like MTV VH1 user back in the day when I was still in the States. And you remember that show Catfish? Yes, like this is like the most extreme version of that, I feel like. You know,
that's what I put in my notes.
Yeah.
Said I would like to call this extreme catfishing, but considering there are fraud rings, it seems a bit beyond that,
of
even
course,
more
right?
extreme.
But it's kind of like, even just from a few years ago, you had like the standard catfishing scams where it was like you found like a picture of someone else from the internet, like you'd exchange messages, and then the fraudster would always like find excuses of like why not to call or video call or whatever.
Yeah.
But now with like AI and deep fakes and being able to, you know, impersonate someone's voice and all that, it's getting too good. So I, like Frankie said, I get how it sounds kind of like, well, duh, like don't talk to strangers. But like these days, that's how you meet like friends and partners and stuff too, like through apps and everything. So it's just like, something to know about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Another common type of scam. Have you heard of this one? Oreore sagi?
No, I do like the ring of this one. Oreore sagi. It doesn't sound, I don't know, like I can't even guess what it could mean, but yeah, what is this?
So ore means me, like the masculine form of me. It's more casual too, so don't say this in a business meeting. And then of course sagi is scam, so like, it's me, it's scam.
Me, Jessica. Scam. Okay.
Unfortunately, elderly are often the targets of this one. They get a call and the person says, "Hey, it's me, your child or your grandchild. I'm in trouble and I need money as soon as possible. Please don't tell anyone else in the family because I'm so ashamed of this." It could be a series of phone calls or something more elaborate than that, but that is basically it in a nutshell.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That one makes me so sad, like more than the romance. Like if I'm going to just rank them or put them into tiers or whatever, like this one really breaks my heart because anything with like old people, I know like awful old people exist, but like, you know, like
but for the most part,
in this case, it's like, it's me, your grandchild, like help me out. Like, yeah, a grandparent is probably going to be,
it's so sad.
Yeah, fall victim to that. That's really sad. Oh man.
So do you want to read some quick stats
I'll read
about
a
it?
stat. So according to National Police Agency report, there were 6,725 confirmed cases of this scam in 2019, and victims lost a total of 11.76 billion yen, or about $110 million.
That is insane.
Too much.
Yeah. And of course, Japan has a very large elderly population. So yeah, that could be a reason why this type of scam is so prevalent.
So popular. Like, and I think like like my bank, for example, is Yucho Ginko, the Japan Post Bank. So I only know what's going on in there, right? But there's like a lot of posters in the bank or like near the ATM usually. And it's always like of like an older person. And the warning is like, don't like, you know, be careful of sagi or be careful of this. Like, here's what not to do. Because a lot of times, like, for example, the elderly, like maybe they won't remember their, what do you call it? Like your PIN code and stuff. And so maybe they'll call someone, right? Like, and then they'll be like, what's my number again? And then like, let's say the person on the other line is like telling them, right? And you know, when you like confirm numbers, or you confirm information, you repeat it. So one of the warnings on the poster is like, don't repeat your PIN code out loud, you know, because sometimes people will do that without thinking. And so there's a lot of like, I've seen in Japan, just posters to like, help the elderly be aware of like, this is a scam. Like if people are asking for your phone number or like this information over the phone, like it's a scam, you know? So it is unfortunately, very common here. Yeah.
I heard about that one on the news a few years ago because just the name of it, oreore sagi, it sounds kind of silly.
Yeah.
But then when you hear what it is, you're
That's
like,
right.
oh,
It's really sad.
That makes sense.
I wonder, like, because this reminds me of one lady. I don't personally know her, but my mom back in Hawaii was a personal banker. And so one of her clients was just this elderly woman who, I don't know what kind of sagi, like what kind of fraud or con it was, but she basically got conned out of her money too. Aww. And my mom had to like, you know, help her. Like, I don't know like what the bank could do in that situation, but this does happen, you know, outside of Japan too. And so it's really sad. My mom knew someone like that as well. And it just like sucks because sometimes you just can't get your money back. Yeah. It's really sad.
All right. So a couple other types of scams, not too much on them, but just wanted to briefly mention it. You know those bars, maybe in Kabukicho, in Shinjuku, the red light district, or Roppongi, that maybe there's a high cover charge or they overcharge you. They might charge like $100 for a beer or something.
Yeah. Because it's like no cover charge to get in. And then everything inside is like super expensive. Yeah. But the other way around. Yeah.
And then they don't let you leave until you pay.
Yeah. That's happened to me like quite a bit because it's, I mean, not like it's I guess depending on the business, I assume it's like not illegal, right? I mean, like scam sounds very hardcore, but like there's been a couple of cases where, you know, you're out with friends or whatever, and you're like, hey, where should we go for the nijikai? Like the second place after dinner or whatever. And then you just see like maybe signs or some bars don't advertise like that they have a cover charge or whatever. So like you'll go in, you'll sit down, and then you order your drinks. The drink prices are like normal, but then when you get the receipt at the end or it's like really the bill, it's like super inflated. And it's like 500 yen or 1,000 yen cover charge like per person. So that's like an extra 5,000 yen.
Or something,
Yeah. So that has happened to me like once or twice, and it really, really sucks. An ambulance just drove by. Sorry.
I don't know if you can hear it.
Okay.
Another one. I have not seen this too much in Japan, but it did come up on Reddit a lot. The monks that they're probably not real monks if they're asking for money.
There's one of those. Isn't he like in front of Kiyomizu-dera in Kyoto?
Oh, I haven't seen that. I have seen it at Nara Station, Kintetsu Nara Station.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I'm not familiar with like monks or what they do, but there's a guy, like, because I went there recently where he's in front of Kiyomizu and he's just like, I don't know what you call it, like praying or chanting or whatever, but he's got like, he just stands there and he does his, I don't know, his prayer, and he's holding like a dish for people to put money in it. And a lot of people do because there's a lot of tourists around there and they probably just assume like, yes, this goes to you, the temple, the monk man. So I don't know. I
don't think temples ask for money like that.
Not in that way.
Look out for them. I've seen them a lot in New York as well.
Oh, okay. Monks?
Yeah.
Oh, monks,
but like, they're a bit more not aggressive, but maybe a little more assertive in New York.
I mean, I can picture that. Yeah. This dude, he truly was like, he wasn't asking people for money. He wasn't saying like, help me, this money goes to the temple or whatever. He was just praying, and like, you know, if you don't speak Japanese or if you're like not familiar with that, like, it looked really legit to me. I wasn't sure what was going on. So watch out. Yeah, just be careful. And also,
what people would call a tourist trap. So
okay.
the two most popular answers that I saw were those Mario Kart go-kart thingies, which are a nuisance.
Yeah. Oh, and fun fact, they're not called like the Mario Kart thing anymore.
Oh, what are they called?
Because of like copyright. Like, so before, because we're old, like, yeah, you could, it was called like Mario Kart or whatever, and like you could rent all of the costumes and stuff that like were from Mario Kart. But now I think you're just technically supposed to call it like go-karting, like in Tokyo or whatever. And a lot of the costumes now, I'm surprised they don't get copyright for these, but they're like just onesies of different like characters that aren't Mario, basically. Like I've seen Minions, I've seen, I don't know, like Monsters Inc. and like Disney stuff, but anything like Nintendo and Mario is out, apparently. Have you ever done that?
No. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I've like, I don't know. I try my best because sometimes we'll get like, you know, friends from back home or people, you know, who like want to visit Japan. And it looks fun, right? Because like you see it on like TikTok or whatever. And I'm sure it like looks cool.
Yeah, but you're not seeing the full picture.
Yeah. Like,
how dangerous it is to have those things on the road.
Because like, I could be wrong. So correct me in the comments if so. But like, do you not need a driver's license for that? Like, obviously there aren't children driving it. But like,
I think you need an international license.
Oh, an international. Yeah. Okay, so at least that's something. But like, I don't know how it is in the Tokyo one because Tokyo's like pretty spread out. The company has like been there for a long time, but like we have them in Osaka now too.
Yeah, I have seen them.
And I've seen them like driving around, and like Osaka is pretty like compact. I don't know, like unless you're going through Dotonbori, which is very crowded, and it's not like you can see the main landmark, like the Glico Man or whatever. Like there's not much, in my opinion, like cool sightseeing you can drive through on that go-kart. One, and two, I don't know if they're all like this or if it's just the Osaka ones, but like the kind of go-kart they use is like, it just looks old. Like they don't look like cool or new or nice in my opinion, but also they're like loud and they stink. Like, yeah, I'm sure a go-kart, really like loud. any vehicle, you know, is going to emit like, you know, like the gas or whatever in the back, but like they're so loud that they just like make all this gas, and like when you're walking on the street it's like, and, like yeah, it's not a fun time as like a viewer to like look at that because you're like like choking on the fumes. But yeah, but if you have done that and you had a great time, then sorry that I'm not like trying to shit on your experience. It's more just like, I don't know.
Well, if it was on a track or something, maybe it would
that'd
be better.
Fun, yeah.
But my concern is just that it's on the road
Traffic
where
safety,
cars cannot see you in the side mirrors. So it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people also say that the robot restaurant is a tourist trap. Have you ever been there?
Yes! So I saw this in the notes last night and I was like, oh!
Was it fun?
It's fun. I mean, like, I didn't go by myself or like with Japanese people who live here, right? Like when I went, it was at this point 6 years ago when my brother and my dad came to visit. So it was one of those like, yeah, like we're in Shinjuku, like we're tourists, we're gonna have a fun time. And so I had never been there. I bought tickets to it. My dad really liked it, so like that's all that's important to me. We didn't feel like, and they didn't pay for it, right? I paid for everything because they were my guests at that time. So I'm glad, like, maybe they would have felt differently if, like, they paid for it. But, like, you know, they just went and they were like, cool, like, what is this place? Like, Japan, so weird, so wacky. Like, it truly, have you seen it or have you been?
No, I've never been.
Yeah.
But the first time I visited Japan in 2016, I thought about going because I was just looking it up and I was like, wow, because I'd never been to Japan before. So I was like, wow, this is so Japan.
Yeah, it's a very like, because it's in Shinjuku, right? So it's like, it's all the lights, it's all the robotics, right? You're just like, whoa, like, yeah. So I remember being in there. And I don't know, like, if they've changed it, right? This is 2019 when I went, so I'm sure they've had,
close for a bit and then reopened? So
Yeah,
I'm not sure how it changed.
Yeah, so
if it did.
I mean, in 2019, this was like, you know, before TikTok, at least here in Japan, but still kind of like booming where it was one of those cool things to do in Tokyo. So like, that's why I chose to go. But yeah, it's just like the lights are like very neon. The music is loud. You're like watching, it's like a dinner show kind of, and there's different like things happening. And like, I just remember my main takeaway is like, this would be so much cooler if I was under the influence of something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if you were just like drunk or whatever, you'd be like, whoa, or, you know, on other things maybe. But it's fun. It's a good time. Like, I would take my like little brother there again if he wants to see some like wacky stuff. But yeah. But I saw that. I was like, oh, I fell into that one.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been there, so I don't have any.
We should go.
thoughts
Maybe
about it,
we'll have like an updated version, you know, and see, or an updated take about it and see how much it's changed.
I don't know. If you've been there and you had a great time, then
yeah, I didn't have a bad time.
It's not hurting anybody.
Yeah, sorry, I want to clarify.
Not
I didn't
like
have
the Mario Kart.
Yeah, I didn't have a bad time. I just had like a strange time. I had to like confirm what was going on.
That's the goal, isn't it?
Yeah. It's very like insta buy too. Like you go because it's very decorated. Like I don't know, very cool. I haven't seen it on TikTok.
That's true.
That's much, right?
Yeah.
It was a huge thing like at that time, but now I guess there's obviously other places tourists go in Japan. So cool. Okay, what's this next one you have?
A lot of people also say that Tsukiji fish market, the outer market, is a tourist trap as well.
Would you say so? Have you been?
I did go there on my first trip to Japan and just had lunch.
Yeah.
There are plenty of fish markets though. That one is really busy.
Yeah.
And I think it is a little bit expensive.
I mean, I'm
depending
sure
on the place.
they jack up the prices now. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to another place that has a fish market, maybe do that instead. But I don't think it's the end of the world if you go to Tsukiji.
Yeah. I like it a lot. I've been once, but like, again, years ago, kind of like when I first got here, I don't know what it's like now, if the prices are even more like
I wouldn't
high.
be surprised if that's the case.
My only like beef or take with that is like when you were allowed into the auction early in the morning, that's when it was
auction.
That's when it was really, really cool. Like I'm sure that I've never been because I didn't have like the time to go. And then like after a while, too many like unfortunately, you know, it gets really crowded. Maybe there's a lot of tourists that aren't respecting like the photography rules and stuff in there. It just got to a point where the auctioneers were like, we cannot have the public like come into this area anymore. And so they don't do it anymore. And so because they don't do that, like for me, it's not worth it to like waza like go all the way over there for that. Like it would have been cooler if like it was still open. But I understand and respect why they closed that. Yeah.
Yeah. But for some reason, I thought they were doing a ticketing system for that. That would work, maybe. So
then maybe I just
go,
like told a lie. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I thought it's been closed, but I could be wrong too. Could just be like pure ticket or reservation or like kankeisha, like this related.
I could be thinking of a different market, so I'm not sure.
Again, we're not Tokyo people anymore, so a lot of this is just
Kansai.
Yep. Sorry. Okay.
All right. Also, a lot of people say that Team Lab, Planets, Team Lab, whatever they're called, are tourist traps.
Have you been?
Yeah, I liked it. I don't see what the big deal is.
No, I wouldn't say
it's crowded, but
yeah, it's crowded. It can be tourist-y, but it's not a tourist trap because like so many Japanese people go to that too. Yeah. It's not like because it has nothing really to do with like, you know, what do you even call it? Like oversaturating Japan or whatever in any way. It's not. It's just like a cool experience, like a cool thing to go to. I've been to the one in Odaiba, like the main one, I guess. Yeah. And it was fun. Like I went with my sister.
I lost my voice there.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah. It's fun. I liked it a lot. And there's like they make them like in other places in Japan too. Not
there's
just
one
Tokyo.
in Osaka. There's the botanical garden.
That's what it was. I really want to go to that one. Have you been there?
Yes.
Is it good?
I was there for the opening.
Ooh, she fancy.
Yeah, at Nagai Botanical Garden. Yep, that was for work.
Okay, cool. Would you recommend to like locals in Osaka too?
Yes.
Love. Okay,
locals and tourists. Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, so I wouldn't consider that one super tourist trap-y, but just be prepared for a crowd. And I think it's still one of those places you really need like a reservation, right? You still need to book it in advance.
Yeah, I don't think these days you could get in without an advance reservation. But I will also say they're very organized.
Okay.
So the lines are long, of course, but it is organized into time slots and stuff. So it wasn't that bad, in my opinion.
I just remembered though, like, don't be one of those people where like you saw the video, right? We talked about it of the guy who like was diving into the water. Yeah, just don't be that guy.
It's not a swimming pool.
I burped. Excuse me, but yes,
it's okay. I didn't notice.
Okay, good.
All right. So there was an article I found, so not related to tourist traps, but it was called Over 100 Hotels in Japan Fall Victim to Booking.com Phishing Scam.
Oh!
So basically, this was not about the hotels losing money, but their customers getting scammed with fake emails saying that they were from Booking.com. And like, oh, we need to reconfirm this thing, blah, blah, blah. Taking customers' information. So that is reason number 1 million whatever to not let hotels copy your residence card.
Yeah. We've talked about it before, but it's not like against the law, right? If you say no.
No, the law only applies for foreign tourists. So anybody who does not have a Japanese address. And people get really kind of butthurt about this. They're like, well, you have nothing to hide. Like, why are you being so difficult?
Yeah. It's like, why do you need it?
Cybersecurity could be faulty. You never know.
Yeah.
And it's also discrimination. So, which only Westerners care about, apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
And the last thing was just a random Reddit story that had scammer in the title. So I was like, what is this? Do we have to worry about this? So let's see.
Ooh, pretty recent too.
Yep.
What? Okay.
Yep.
Shall I start?
Could you read it?
Yes. Sorry, I was like shocked by the title.
I know.
All right, so this is posted in r/residence about 7 months ago. The title is, My Picture Was Taken When I Was Showering.
Ew.
Okay. Yesterday, a guy sent a picture of me naked via Instagram, and I don't know how he got my Instagram contact. He also SMS'd my father to confirm my identity, and it's very creepy. Because of that, I do have his phone number, but I suspect it might be a throwaway number. The picture's background was blurred so that I couldn't find out where it was taken. I can see that it is my face and body, but I had a towel that I don't own wrapped on my head, and I remember the towel was during a stay at a hotel. What should I do? I've contacted the police and they said they can't do anything because the pictures weren't being leaked. Is there a way to find that guy via his Instagram or his phone number? Update. Apparently the person has been taking photos of others doing other unrelated crimes. The person has been caught by the police. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they were caught, but also what the hell?
So during a hotel stay, their photo was taken. So that's
sounds familiar.
Oh my
Kind of
gosh.
related to a case about another hotel we talked about recently, about a hotel that wasn't taking responsibility for anything. Wonder
for
what
a
that
man being
was.
found under the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows what hotel it was, but yeah, just another thing to worry about, hidden cameras in hotels.
Yeah.
You hear that a lot about South Korea.
I was just gonna say, yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of it is like, they'll bring like drunk people to the room and record some, unconsensual acts and stuff in there.
Yeah, or there's just hidden cameras inside outlets, lights. It's so scary.
Yeah, I see like sometimes on TikTok and stuff, it's like point of view, you're a woman traveling alone, or like you're a flight attendant or whatever. And it's them like as soon as they enter the hotel room or the Airbnb, they're literally checking for like hidden cameras, like Frankie said, but everywhere, just in these places you would never think about. Like you said, outlets, right? Or like in the freaking smoke detectors, in the light, like of course, like in the TV or behind the mirror is a big one, but why? Like, I'm not why, like, do you have to check? Like, but why is this a thing? Like, that's really scary, And
let us live.
like, seriously, what? No, it's okay. I forgot what I was going to talk about.
Well, at least in this particular instance, the person was caught by the police because they said, the person has been taking photos of others and doing unrelated crimes. Other unrelated crimes.
I found an interesting comment under this post. It said, it could be AI. I know South Korea is having a big problem with people using women's Facebook or Instagram photos and using AI to generate sexually explicit material and then blackmailing the women to extort money or services from them. So a lot of Korean women are deleting their social media accounts. Yeah. This is really sad.
I have heard about that as well. And that's happening in schools as well. Like classmates are doing it to each other. That's horrible.
Yeah. That's really awful. That's really scary. The fact that it was like sent to the father is like weird as hell. Really weird. Like I want more details about that. I mean, I know this OP probably has no idea. But like if you know, I was gonna say like if they know who your dad is, like they're probably someone you know. But then again, like these days, social media, like it's pretty obvious. Like you can find information pretty quickly, So again, it could be a total stranger who just knew how to find your family, right? But that's so scary.
Well,
Yeah, anyway, speaking of like fraud and stuff too, it's not a scam, but like a crime related to this like identity theft, right? Like speaking of stealing information from social media and stuff. This is why, again, sorry, I might be getting into this because now I'm like gonna have a kid soon. But you know how some people, it's becoming a problem where you make your baby announcement or whatever, and you're like, welcome to the world, like baby whatever, and they'll post like government name, like first, middle, last name, date of birth, like all of that information that like people can take just to steal your identity, basically. Like, it's not hard. So be careful out there, truly these days the internet is scary. So that's all I wanted to bring up. I kind of just was reminded about that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a funny or positive note to this episode.
This one was like a big warning, like, don't get scammed.
Scary episode.
Yeah. It's okay. We have some fun ones right after this lined up, but
yeah, recently we've been doing kind of back and forth, like, ha ha.
Yeah. But now that I think you have some more knowledge about this, if you ever see those posters about sagi or like those posters that look like they're warning, people about stuff, it's probably about sagi because, again, it's such a huge issue here in Japan.
Yep.
And you can still love Japan and not defend,
cybercrime.
Yeah, cybercrime. So just be on the lookout, but stay safe out there.
Yep.
And thank you for joining us.
Yep. Thanks for listening, watching. Hopefully you don't fall victim to any of these types of sagi. Hopefully you're not a sagi-shi.
Oh, yeah. The sagi-shi's watching this right now. Like, okay. All right. And we will see you in the next one. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.